When you invite a guest to a podcast or any interview, you allow him or her to speak and to express his or her views. But unfortunately, 2 months ago, when Deborah, the host of Guilty Feminist, was invited by Triggernometry, and Konstantin, who appears to be full of himself, I mean, as a viewer, I noticed, or this is my impression, I may be wrong. He's very arrogant. He is full of himself. He did not let her speak. He did not let her, explain. He just kept on heckling her, kept on interrupting her. And by the way, at times he appeared to be very rude, interrupting her, making judgment, saying proudly that he knows how to, you know, uh, outreach people in a way, or how to get the support of the people on the right or the center right. For instance, when she talked about fascism in the United States, implying that Trump and and Elon Musk, the sort of attitude that they have adopted, uh, you know, appears to be fascistic in nature. And he flatly rejected that, saying that Trump is not fascist. This is not the opinion of Deborah only. There are many in the United States, as well as in other parts of the world, who believe that he has this fascist tendency. One of the like defining features of fascist leadership has been to scapegoat minorities, to invent uh, baseless allegations against them. So, Trump in September uh, last year, he clearly said that people from Haiti are eating cats. And he did not tender any apology, he rather repeated it. So it was it amounted to demonize a particular community. That's what Hitler did about Gypsy and other people. Then the way he clamped down on students, stopping funding of stopping funding of the institution or broadcasting or media houses that were critical towards him. What is this all about if it is not amount to, or if it is not meant to stifle dissenting voices? Then he kept on saying that wokeism or identity politics is very divisive, and asking her as to why she doesn't talk about all people. Although she explained many times that she wants to talk about all humanity, she went to the extent of saying that she doesn't like this very principle that women and children first. So, giving an example that if she is, in danger in a sea, she would rather want a 19-year-old man to save his life and would like to sacrifice her life so that he could have a better future, because he has an entire life ahead of him. But he would not listen to her, he would not let her explain. In the same way, when he talks about divisive politics, what is divisive and what is not, that has always been relative. For instance, if a particular uh, group of people has not been given rights, and when they start protesting or when they start speaking out against the injustices that are meted out to them, maybe those who are in power might say that this is very divisive. So, for instance, in India during the colonial British time, if women in certain sections of society would be sacrificed in the name of sati, or they would be burnt alive along after the death of their husband, or again beside their dead bodies, if they would be cremated. alongside the funeral pyres of their husbands. So naturally, it is women who would speak. And if you start saying, no, these women should speak for each and every one or each and every member of society, not every member of society was forced to sacrifice his or her life over the death of her husband. It was a particular section of women who were facing in the same way. If people from a particular race or from a particular region were being enslaved, and if they were revolting against that enslavement, if they were trying to break the shackles of slavery, you could not ask them that they should speak for each and everyone, because not every individual in the United States was being enslaved. Not every individual was, for instance, being oppressed the way black slaves were oppressed. In the same way, men did have right to vote, especially men from elite classes and upper classes in the UK and several other parts of the world. So if women started demanding enfranchisement, they could not be silenced by saying that, no, you should speak for each and everyone. Naturally, other sections of society did have a right to vote. They did not have, so they will fight for them. So today, in the world, if there are certain marginalized sections of society, if there are certain groups based on genders who do not have equal rights, who are not meted out equal treatment, who are discriminated against, who face oppression in one form and another form, who are the victim of hate mongering by the far right and right wingers, then naturally they will speak for their rights. So they cannot be expected to talk about everyone, because their condition is different from everyone. Not everyone is discriminated on the basis of gender. Not everyone is discriminated on the basis of his or her sexual orientation. So why should they be talking about that? So this is just in a way disparaging individuals or denigrating them, so that they would not raise their voices for those who are at the bottom layer of social stratification, who are facing discrimination, who are being victimized, on one or another pretext. So this is very unfortunate that the Constantine demonstrated. Um, I mean, some critics might say that he was quite rude and he was quite arrogant. And he was, in reality, as Deborah rightly pointed out, he was really controlling. He was trying to control the debate. He was just heckling her. He would not let her speak. And Deborah demonstrated extraordinary patience. And if there were some other guests, they might have got they might be very furious, and they might, they might teach him a very tough lesson. So I think that the debate that he started indicates that he had a certain agenda, and he did not want her to talk. He did not want her to explain. And I think that would not have gone down well with many listeners or viewers who watch it. But Deborah did a wonderful job, and I think she spoke well, and she tried to explain her point, though she was not given enough time or fair time. And I hope that she will continue doing it.